hour of the day. Home front is 6:30. I think in America we have, I think it's midday. In London we have 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. either +1. You are welcome to Ambazonia defense briefing of the interim government. You're welcome on board. Please, while we give some time for our audience to share, please, I don't know, can we have the link on WhatsApp so that we can share? This is defense briefing for Saturday, the 14th of January 2023. And we have a very nice caption under total action at the home front. It's been a bloody week for Amazonia. So we have lots and lots of updates to give. I hope my panelists are getting me. Zama, are you getting me?
Yes, I am.
Commander Kenneth, are you getting me? Commander Kenneth, are you getting me? It seems Commander Kenneth is a little bit freezed. Commander Fombat, are you 515?
IG Defense Briefing. Rebranded and reinvigorated. Fire for fire. IG Defense Briefing. Rebranded and reinvigorated. Fire for fire. IG Defense Briefing. Rebranded and reinvigorated. Fire for fire.
Just go. Yeah, fellow Ambazonians, we are live and we are on IG Defense Briefing. It has been tough on grounds on home front this past week. We told you our revolution is on fire. Our revolution is on control. Our recognition is at hand. Whether the Republic likes it or not, whether the world likes it or not, it's not an option. It's not a choice. It's an obligation that we must win this war. Mr. Kenneth, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Kenneth is there.
Can you hear me?
I can get the audio. Commander Fombard, can I get your audio, please? I'm not getting your audio, please.
Commander Fombard,
Your
we can
audio
hear
is-
you.
We can hear you. Touch your audio. No, we still can't get you. Please check your audio, please.
Yeah, Comrade Paul, better still let him lock out and lock in again.
Yeah, I think. Can you try log out and then lock in again? We see. We still cannot get you.
Yeah, there should be an issue with your microphone. Please check your microphone, please.
Please, our viewers on Facebook, please share this show. Share. Hit your share button. Today we have a lot to talk. There's total action at the home front. La Republique is bleeding. Her forces are bleeding. Her finances are bleeding. Her economy is bleeding. Please, Commander Fombard, can you say something if we can get your audio now?
Hello.
Thank you. We get you now 5 on 5. I think we are perfect.
Okay.
Commander Fombard is there. Commander Kennedy is there. SON Zama is there. So, full panelist, full platform, ready to vibrate for La Republique to know that we have started. 2023, we heard they have called for a senatorial election. Maybe they thought what happened some years back in that senatorial election will still happen this year. This year, it's going to be different. Any person who is representing in the name of senatorial ward in Ambazonia, please, you have to think twice. But I want to inform Ambazonia, it has been bloody from Meme, Mezam, Meme. I think we have at least four counties that have been hot, which Commander Kenneth will be giving us updates, and we will be discussing and elaborating on them. Ngokutunja and Bui. I think we have these 4 analyses to make today to bring up to you. So I'll introduce my members of the panelists. We'll begin with the most senior, SON Zama. Are you there? Please, can you say hi to our televiewers?
Thank you, televiewers. Welcome to another briefing from this IG military briefing. We are here to impart information. We are here to tell you what's going on, tell you what the enemy cannot tell you, because it's detrimental to their own propaganda during this war. We are here for you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Can we hear from Commander Kenneth?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, televiewers, wherever you may find yourself on the globe. I want to say hi to my fellow panelists as well. As promised last week, that we'll be regular with our defense briefings. We'll make sure we come here, we tell our people what is happening on the home front. Because for the whole of last year, we're some sort of mute, and they took it for maybe no action taking place on the home front. This time around, as we did promise, we will be here constantly to update the home front. Thank you so much, and please let's go ahead.
Commander Fombat, our defense pattern specialist and analyst, your people are listening.
Thank you again, fellow Ambazonian. Thank you, great people of Ambazonia. Thank you, great panelists. Our SOS, happy to be among these distinguished gentlemen. Happy again to speak to Ambazonians once again in this solemn occasion of the IG Defense Briefing. You know, sometimes, just like Commander Kenneth said, we have been away for some time. And when you see us start coming, it means the strategies that we have been working in the background are now popping up. And we can see that counties that have been silent are now popping up, which means as we keep going, it is on and on and on. We have not been talking, not because we did not want to talk, or not because we had nothing to talk about, but we had to sit back, re-strategize, think together, advise ourselves, and bounce back. We are bouncing back to take total control of our territory. Any county that has been sleeping or slumbering, maybe due to one reason or the other, in the days, weeks, and months ahead, I want to guarantee Ambazonian people that we will pick up the steam and we will stimulate to make sure that La Republic parks running into their country. Thank you very much.
Comrade Fombat. Yeah, today we have much and we'll go straight to the actions of the day. We'll go straight to the actions of the day. Commander Kenneth, which county are we beginning with? I think you have the updates. Which county are we beginning with at the moment? We have to tell La Republic it has not. You will not watch this. You will not see this on CRTV. You will not find this news on CRTV. You will not find it on any my prime time television, Equinox. You will not get it. You will get it only on ABC. The devastating blow, the devastating effects of the works of our ARF on home front. You will get it only on ABC. You will get it only.
Okay. Comrade Paul, you're welcome back.
Yeah. Commander Kenneth, can you get me?
No, I can't, please. There was some sort of a glitch, so I think you went off.
Please answer, which county are we beginning with today?
Okay, can we look at Meme, please?
Okay. We begin with the action in Meme Kumba, around Mambanda, where two La Republique terrorists were gunned down for illegal trespass in another territory without authorization. One was sent to visit Ekema, and the other barely survived, and materials collected. A handful of materials collected, one M16 and one AK, which was a fruitful harvest. We'll be bringing you the images, but I want you to know that people of Mabanda had a touch of the reawakening of our restoration forces on home front. So, all is not well as they deceive you. Dundong Chamberlain. Last week, they shot an innocent young man and they called him General Zami or what? They exposed his picture as usual, fake, wrote their nonsense, send it out over social media. Please, that guy was not a restoration force, and for sure, an innocent civilian as usual. They kill, they put their rubbish, and they tell the world, they fool their master in their slave master, that they are doing something. So please, SOS, can you make an analysis on that event in Kumba, where that inspector was sent to visit Ekema? And what message do you have? Because after each county, we give out a message on the action and what is to come next. Thank you.
I want people to understand that we don't take pride in killing soldiers, but we must, because if we don't, they'll kill our citizens. The people of Meme have been defended proudly this week. The soldiers, the ARFs in Meme had taken some time off during this revolution to regroup and recalibrate and re-strategize, and those strategies are being put into place as we speak. From now on, as it's going on, let the enemy not think that they're comfortable anywhere they are. We will chase them, we'll pursue them till they get out of Ambazonia. In Meme, I want to thank the ARFs in Meme for giving these soldiers a welcome. They don't want to leave. If they don't want to leave, they will have to be taken back in body bags, because they are here in Ambazonia to kill our citizens. We will do that first. And that's the role that the ARFs have. We are on a roll army of volunteers who are there to protect our citizens. And it will not be accepted any longer that these soldiers come in and kill our citizens and walk happily and sit on social media. They're killing up Anglophones or Ambazonians. We will not accept that. And ARFs, I'm asking all ARFs in all 61 LGFs to remobilize and re-strategize and go back to the enemy, because the enemy is all present in every corner of Amazonia. So keep doing your work, doing the work you join the military or join the voluntary army to do. Protect your people, because they are still killing and raping our citizens. Do your job, and we all will be okay. Thank you.
Make analysis on the event in Meme. Commander Kenneth, are you there? It's Commander Kenneth. Can you get me, Kenneth? Commander Fombard, can you get me?
Yeah, Comrade Paul, can you hear me? Oh, God. Yeah, Comrade Paul, can you hear me, please? I don't know if it's a problem with my device or yours, but I can't hear anything. I mean, I can hear you, but I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm getting you 5 on 5.
Oh, is it okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you once more, Comrade Paul. I think throughout this week, first of all, let me just maybe trying to reiterate what the SOS said. Coming into this war, it was not of our choosing. We wanted out of the whatever sham we had with La Republic, we wanted just to get out of it peacefully. But it was rather unfortunate that they declared a war on us. And right at this point, we had them, when they started, our innocent civilians were being killed. And our boys just had to rise up because the situation was helpless. People were being slaughtered day in, day out. They had to come up to defend our people. La Republic has not failed at any chance. He has not failed at any chance to rain terror on our people. And it is the case with the forces that they have on our territory. Each time they have an opportunity to gun down a young man, they will do it, and they will do it happily. Let's look back at the system. We look at what happened, for example, in Garbo sometime. Those that committed those acts, they have never been brought to justice. No way have we heard that La Republic has imprisoned, or they've been judged, or maybe sentenced, and they're somewhere in a prison. No. So when we see our boys rising to the occasion, it is because they were pushed to the wall. When we see our ARS rising to the occasion, it is because they were pushed to the wall. And they've been fighting. They've been fighting professionally, even more than the La Republic forces. Why am I saying so? When La Republic forces, when they have the opportunity to catch some of our boys, you find them gouging their eyes, cutting their necks, and maybe some of their body parts. But for our boys, what they do is they do a clean job, they do a professional job. They don't, they make sure that those that they're bringing down, they don't suffer in the act of whatever they're doing. So, Kumba was just another case whereby they met these terrorists from La Republic, and they had to tell them that it is not their land. It is not their land. Whatever they are doing, they're committing atrocities. They have to pack their things and go. Or if they don't want to go, they'll live in body bags. It's been quiet there for a while, but as we've been restructuring, this house has been, the ANC under this interim government has been doing everything to restructure, reposition, re-strategize, re-educate our fighters. They themselves gradually, they want to come out of the, some of them that have been dormant for some time, they are willing now, pushing to come back and rejoin the fight. So it is not a fight now that will be limited maybe to certain places. No, it will be going all over the territory. It will be going all over the territory. So let La Republic be ready to either pack and leave, or we'll make sure that we send them back in those body bags. All we want is just our freedom. That's all. So let them leave. Thank you so much for now, Paul. That's what I have.
Commander Fombat, what advice do you have for terrorist military in in Kumba, La Republic terrorist military in Kumba? What advice do you have for them in relation to this attack that saw one colonial inspector of police sent to visit Ekema?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say 21 gun salute to the restoration forces in Kumba, in Meme as a whole, not only Kumba, because you quite remember sometime last week, we heard of an attack around Mbonge area at the checkpoint or something. So I just want to make a small correction. SOS just mentioned soldiers. They are not soldiers in La Republic. These people from La Republic are terrorists. They are worse than Boko Haram. Yes, these thugs in uniform who are passing for soldiers, for Paul Biya soldiers, the Bulu Betifang people that are coming into Ambazonia to kill our people. They are worse than Boko Haram in the far north and in Nigeria. These people are worse than them. So we have a duty, and it's only one duty, just like SOS said. If you don't kill them, they will kill you. We are doing self-defense within our communities, within our land, in our homes, protecting ourselves, protecting our properties, protecting our families, our relatives, our loved ones. We have a duty. It is an international right. Nobody will sit down and watch people with guns, so-called people who are supposed to protect, and they are the same people moving and burning our villages, our towns, our homes, burning even old and the disabled alive in their homes, killing babies on streets in broad daylight, shooting on armed citizens and civilians, mass arrests, torture, and detention. These are not soldiers. They are not qualified. They hate us with passion. Just like this one sell out. How do they call this guy again? This guy who is in Nigeria talking like a parrot now. This capital sell out was saying that, oh, they hate us with a passion. Is it now that he knows that La Republic hate us, hate Ambazonia with passion? They have one thing and one agenda to kill all of us. We have only one thing to defend ourselves, and that's what we are doing. The ARFs of Kumba, congratulations. Keep it up. At the ANSC, there is a package that we are putting together. And we are going to put this year, there is a new dawn that the ANSC is opening. A very new and fresh dawn. And the ANSC will discuss that and will come out with a resolution and table it to the ARFs. We will do this 2023. It will be in a competitive match. A competitive match that the ANSC want the home front to take. So gradually and forcefully, we will take back what belongs to us, which is duly ours. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will just read this Meme County situational report of 10th of January 2023. Today, Tuesday, the 10th of January 2023, at about 7 a.m. Amber time, the Ambazonia Restoration Forces of Mbonge LGA attacked an illegal La Republic terrorist checkpoint set up to extort money and harass the civilian population of Bokoso village. The ARF engaged the La Republic terrorist element that were at the control post, killing 3 and many seriously wounded. Many thanks to all our ARFs for your service and sacrifice to free homeland. Meme County Security Team. Boya is a matter of when, not if. So it was also bloody in Bokoso, somewhere in Bonge County, where our ARF confronted, destroyed an illegal checkpoint, a post set up by La Republic terrorists to extort money, an illegal post, an illegal checkpoint. So 3 were sent down, 3 were sent to visit Ekema, and so many other injured. They fled for their dear lives, taking treatment, and we know more will follow soon. So 21 gun salute to the chairman of Meme County, Tata Onyorika, for this brave work, for this remobilization. And I mean, yeah, on my screen you will see the Mabanda victim. Is it not victim? The Mabanda terrorist lying on the floor. Soon we'll bring his full image, his full picture for you all to see. For now, we say thank you, Meme County. We say 21 gun salute to all our restoration forces in Meme County. I want to also make this point. We saw ADF trying to claim what does not rightfully belong to them. You know, they always claim. They always claim, even when things are, even when it is not even, I don't know how I can describe ADF, but please discard that video from Capo Daniel claiming ADF are the ones. They are not. ADF is not fighting for Ambazonia. ADF is fighting against Ambazonia. So we don't have much time. We go to the next county. Commander Kenneth, which next county are we tackling? Please, can we bring Commander Kenneth on the screen?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Paul? Oh, God. Yeah, I said we'll be looking at Mezam and precisely the action that took place around the checkpoint at Bokom, whereby our very valiant ARFs, they put up a very good fight and brought down some of the terrorists from La Republic. Can you hear me, Paul? I don't know. Can you hear me?
Okay,
Yeah.
it's good. Please, yeah, bring us all on screen. Yeah, SOS, there was an illegal check. There was an illegal checkpoint mounted in Nkwena, Mezam County, and our restoration forces responded. We are going to bring a video of one of the terrorists and was sent to visit Ekema, to pay a nice visit to Ekema via Akonolinga. We are going to bring that video up. They are ferrying him to the mortuary. What do we have to say, SOS?
Well, I want to say our valiant soldiers who along that particular Nkwen area, there are lots and lots of about 7 or 8 control sites. And these controls are centers where these barbarians from Yaoundé collect a lot of money. There are reports that we have a gentleman who was killed last weekend or 2 weeks ago, who was sending about 400,000 francs every week to his wife in Yaoundé. That's just the extortion of one person, and there are thousands of them in Ambazonia. We want to say our soldiers are taking out these people in large numbers, even though it looks like minuscule. I just want everybody who does a basic arithmetic to look at it, that if we are killing 3 of them every day for 3 weeks for 6 years, that's about 6,560 of them. If we're killing just 3 of them, we know that there are days that we kill 10, 15, 20 of them a week. So, in fact, if we look at the number of Cameroon active force, which is about 40,000 people, manpower, and we are killing 3 of them every week, every day for the last 6 years, we would have gone about 18% of that army would have been killed. And that's really justifying the fact that they've been hiring or recruiting about 7 times during this war. It shows that we, as soldiers, are actually doing a lot of damage to the La Republique. We are doing a lot of damage to their materials. We are doing a lot of damage to their equipment and people. For those who are sitting back home in Ambazonia thinking this war is not going on and nothing is going on, well, we are doing a lot of mayhem. Even though they are killing our citizens, our civilians, they are not killing soldiers on the battlefield like we do when we get them. The soldiers in Nkwen, all the people who are mounting illegal barriers or controls in that area should be taken out, because those things are all extortion centers. We are tired of our people being nickel and dimed and beaten, killed because of they can't come out with 200 franc. There's a kid who was killed last year in the southwest because the mother would not give 200 franc at the control. So ARFs, these things are prime targets. These are low-hanging fruits. You don't have to do too much strategizing. Just walk up there and take them out. We are tired of seeing these people decorating our streets and begging for money with guns on them. The people of Nkwen, please give us the chance, clear out the way so that in case we are attacking these people, we should not have unintended consequences by hitting civilians. If you know they are around there and you see our soldiers, our ARFs coming, please stay out of the way. For those in Mezam, we want more action because these soldiers are all over the place. They are all parading the streets of Commercial Avenue in Tarinkon, in Nkwen Park, going to Mbengwi Park and all those areas. These people are just hanging out there like rotten mangoes on a tree. So take them out, send them home. If they don't want to leave, let them send them home. We don't want them, and they should understand that. If they think they're going to come to Ambazonia and kill our people and go back, well, let's give them the sad news. Let their parents to be mourning for them, because it seems we've been mourning enough for our young people. If we have to mourn all of us, it's so be it. Even though some people say we cannot have an eye for an eye, I say an eye for a head. That's my equivalence. We should be much more gruesome to these people, because that's what they do. I want to really give 21 gun salute to our ARFs and to the people of Ambazonia, because we are not a vindictive people. Or the 7 or 6 years that this war has been going on, Not a single French-speaking citizen has been hurt. There are about 1 million or so of them in Amazonia. Not a single one has been hurt, not their property, not their children, not their wives, not their persons, not a single civilian. But all those who are working under intelligent officers for the Cameroon Army under civilian clothes, we will follow you because you are a legitimate target. We cannot stand by and say you are not. Because you are not in uniform, it doesn't mean that you cannot be attacked. If you are a legitimate target, you will be taken out. And our soldiers have to know that. And we are putting all these parameters and putting all these strategies for our soldiers to go after every person who is involved in this war, irrespective of if they are in uniform or not. So far as they are a military target, they will be a military target and we'll be targeting them. Thank you.
Before we go to Commander Fombat, can we have the video, the mortuary, the La Republic terrorists being taken to the mortuary? Can we have this video?
Manuama, Manuamo, Manuama, Manuamo, Manuam, Manuamo, Manuam, Manuama, Manuam. Manuama, Manuam. Siapa menyerangnya? Kebetulan.
Commander Fombat, what can you say? we are not getting, yes. We cannot get your audio, Commander Fombat. Commander Kenneth?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can get you.
Okay. Yeah, as sad as that may look, but our ARFs, they did the right thing. Because these are the same people that come into our land, they get into our land, they do away with, they kill our civilians, they extract money from our innocent civilians, they break into stores, loot, they not only stores, into homes as well. So for them to have sent him back in that body bag, that was the right thing for them to do. We know that, their family members, they're wailing, but it is just the right time. Let them ask themselves, why are their sons dying over in Amazonia? Why are they dying over there? What is the cause of all of this? Let them mount the pressure on the octogenarian. Let him stop the war. Let him go and negotiate, because insofar as he doesn't go to negotiate, it will never stop. We are on our homeland. We are afraid of nothing. Those boys are afraid of nothing. They will continue to do what it takes to protect our innocent civilians. La Republic will never have its way in that territory called Amazonia. They will never. We, in as much as, we have told them, coming into our land, make sure you bring your body bags, because that is what you will be sent back in. And that is just the case. Look at what is happening on the screen. We want to salute the ARFs, those from Nizam County. They've been doing, ever since they went through some restructuring, we've seen them rising to the occasion, and they've been doing a formidable job. We want to salute them, salute their executives, and tell them that they should continue the good work. A lot of our forces are being restructured. Most of it is being restructured all over the territory. And this year, it will not be the same as last year. The ARFs had promised to send this the La Republic back some New Year presents, and these are the presents we are sending. Across the national territory, we had not less than 25 of them this week alone. We had not less than 25 of them brought down. We are still making this call to them. Let them tell their president to go negotiate. Because if they had turned down the Swiss process, well, we are not ready to go there also. Wait until they also will make sure that whatever they are doing on our territory will stop it. They will have no peace. Insofar as our people are not having peace, they will have no peace. They will be the ones to call us over there. Because right now, we've embraced the only thing that will help us out of the situation. So, those that there will be so many other counties waking up in a few days and in a few months ahead to make sure that whatever they're doing in our territory, they will be stopped. They will be stopped. So we congratulate the forces, the ARFs on Point once more, and we say that of Mezam, and we say that they should continue the good job. Thank you.
Commander Fombat, I don't know if we can. Something is definitely wrong with your audio today.
Let him fix his audio and we can continue.
You are playing too much with your device. Your audio is not. We are not getting you. So, we'll be in a short while coming out with the pictures of some of the fallen terrorists who illegally trespassed in our land and were sent to the rightful place. We'll be getting these pictures shortly, but Commander Kenneth, our next destination from Mezam?
Yeah, from Mezam, we'll be heading over to Ngokutunjia. We'll be heading over to Ngokutunjia in Bamali, where our forces engaged the terrorists in live fire, and quite a number of them were brought down. Let me make mention of the fact that, Buba was brought in to replace Kavale, who was in the northern zone. He came in and claimed he was some sort of a guerrilla tactic or something expert. All the tactics he brought in, we had to sit down because he's a new commander coming in with maybe a different strategy. So we had to sit down, look at the strategy, study the strategy, and we're making sure that we match it pound for pound. So whatever strategy he brought, he failed. Let me make that clear. He has failed. So after studying the tactics, our boys are now rising to the occasion. It doesn't matter. There were some methods we're using before. We're adapting some other new methods. We're adding those ones to the methods we're using before. So we'll continue the fight as it is. So we want to congratulate our ARFs from Bamali, those that carry out those actions, and tell them that we so much count on them. I think just Ngokutunjia alone, they brought down not less than they brought them down in their numbers. But I think from all over the territory, as I said, we brought down not less than 25 of them. Thank you, Paul.
We have the Ngokutunjia video from the studio.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can get you now. Yes, we can get you. Can we get the Ngokutunjia General Kulambo of Ngokutunjia on that FEMA? We can get the video.
January 2023. A friend Cameroon terror that the pass. Yes, they want a General Kulambo under FM Sagon. From Ngokutunjia country, they want an open show for January 2023 for Bamali today from Ngokutunjia for Ambaland. Yeah, and then that, as you can see, and then that they pass.
You know how many?
Number 3. I think I'm going to the fuck. Yeah, yes. Fire! Yes. Today, 11 January 2023. Afraid Cameroon terror that the pass.
Yeah. Commander Fombat, you have not made a statement for a while. Please, can we hear from you?
Yeah, thank you. I think my device today is giving me some trouble. So we are back. Can you hear me 5 on 5? Yeah.
Yeah, we are getting you.
So let me pull Ambazonian people back to Mezam. You know, when you see these frogs, these francophones shedding tears over one of theirs that is falling in an unjustified war, in a senseless war, in a war where people are fighting to protect an old octogenarian diaper wearer man that is meant to be in the grave, and is decided to use children, young boys and young girls, people who still have a future ahead of them, to die for his sake. It is appalling. And this is how francophones behave. Because these people, as you see their children, they are crying over their son. What are they looking for? They are looking for money to go and drink beer and chase young girls around the quarters, and that is it. They have forgotten about the future of a vibrant young man that fell in a useless war. That is how they behave. But thank God, because our ARFs are bent on deleting these people. Because if they don't do, these people they are coming with one agenda. The Bible says the thieves comes, but to kill, steal, and destroy. That is all these people are coming for. To kill you. If they cannot kill you, they loot. If they cannot loot, they burn your villages. More than 500 villages have been erased to ashes in Ambazonia. More than 500 villages. Do you know a single village in Ambazonia, how many homes, how many people inhabit a single village? If you put all that in context, you realize that more than 5 million homes have been burnt. 5 million homes in 500 villages. More than 5 million homes. How many people have been killed? How many are fleeing into the bushes? How many are in refugee camps? These are the people who are causing these atrocities, this havoc, raining this terror on our people, chasing our people out of their village. So we have only one agenda, like the SOS said, like Commander Kenneth said. Our boys on the ground, there is just one thing you have, and I will keep saying, we will keep repeating. If you don't defend yourself against these genocidal talks, against this bandit from La Republique, against these Boko Haram boys that have been recruited on the streets of Douala and Yaoundé, and some of these our brainwashed Anglo fools parading in their ranks, and they call themselves men in uniform. Those are all criminals. Those are all thieves, armed robbers, gangs, bandits. They are meant for nothing but for the grave. Do your best, defend yourself, defend your communities, and save your people. You are fighting for your... It is no more... It is not... I would say it is no longer the issue of freedom. It is the issue of survival. Because if you don't survive, you will not get freedom. You need to survive to fight more for that freedom. So you are fighting first for survival. So you have to think about that first. Because more when you fight, you stay alive, independence, freedom is guaranteed for you tomorrow. So thank you. 21 gun salute to the forces in Mezam and to the rest of Ambazonia. You are doing a fantastic job, a great job. I will respect that job till the day if I will enter Ambazonia. And even if I don't, my children and my children's children will always honor and respect your sacrifices in this struggle. Thank you very much.
Colombo.
I didn't get that.
SOS, the floor is yours. Comment on the attack from General Colombo. We know La Republic is doing these tactics. Now, they don't talk about our attacks again. They hide it. They hide their casualties. They hide everything. They don't even mention. It's like everything is normal. While we put down these terrorists, they are silent. So defense briefing is to expose, is to show the world, the U.S. State Department in particular, that the war is raging and 2023 will be worse than even 2020. SOS, what can you say about Ngokotunja?
Well, Ngokotunja has been one of the jewels on our crowns when it comes to this war. And the soldiers under FM Saigon, they are doing a marvelous job. They are putting these people where they are really supposed to be. They are nibbling the Cameroon army. As I said, we've got about 18% of their forces has been killed. And let's not take it for granted. They still have more soldiers who are coming into Amazonia. They still have more soldiers who are coming to profiteer on this war. The people of Ngokotunja, please, there are lots of people in Bamali and all those areas who are still sitting on the fence, guiding the enemies into our areas where our soldiers, ARFs are, for them to be hurt. We want to tell these people, desist from doing that. For Commander General Colombo and FM Saigon, I say congratulations. I want you guys to understand that we do not glee from killing these people. We are not happy. We can never, I want to say, let our soldiers never be happy to take a human life. But we must. We must, in the sense, as has been explained here by Comrade Fombert and Comrade Kenneth, that we must, because it's a survival. It's an existential war that these people are fighting. It's a war of attrition. And we will have to do our best to stay victorious. Victorious in the sense that we live another day. It's a war that is taken one day at a time. Sometimes I'm telling us ARFs, if you cannot get the right soldier, if you think you might lose a soldier, abort that mission. We want to keep our soldiers. We want to keep our citizens. Let them go. We will have another turn to take out the enemy. As you guys have been tactically advancing your strategies in developing ammunition to confront the enemy, we say thank you. Thank you for Ngokotunja, and we look forward to other areas emulating these strategies and taking out so that our days to reach Buea are reduced. We are tired. Some of us have been abroad. Some of us are in other parts of Africa, in Europe, all over. There are some places in the world that nobody knew there were an Ambazonian there, but we do find ourselves there because we are stranded. We want to come back home. And we will put a much more firepower on the ground into the hands of our ARFs to do the work that has to be done. We will all be cowards if we cannot finish this war this time. We have to resolve this problem once and for all. And it's incumbent within our means to do that. We are telling all our people all around the world, continue to support your local government areas, continue to support this IG to confront these animals coming in from Yaoundé. They've said we were roaches that needed to be exterminated, and that's the way they define people. Genocides always start with naming things that are dispensable. We've been thought of as roaches, as dogs, as things that need not to be. We will have to show that, yeah, No matter what they call us, roaches have existed here forever and will survive them. And we have to do what we must do. We must do on the offensive when they are in our territory. We have to take them out. We do not have to give them another day. We have to take off that oxygen from them. And these gentlemen in ARFs in Ngok-Ketunjia, I really give my sincere appreciation to you and your staff and soldiers and to the community. As I said, that community and all the communities in Ambazonia, this war, all of you are targets. Just the mere fact that you are an Ambazonian, you are a target. It doesn't matter if you are wearing you're carrying a gun or a machete or a tree plant. You are a target. So be prepared. Don't be a target. Be the targeter. Shoot. Let the hunter be the hunted. Thank you.
Thank you very much, SOS. ANSC, Ngok-Ketunjia, marvelous work, well structured. Now, the good thing about Ngok-Ketunjia is that they are well structured, well organized. I think that is before Bui or after Bui, they are, I think, the most organized. They have a most organized defense structure. I think we must hail them for that. ANSC, I think you are putting a lot in this work. What can we say about Ngok-Ketunjia and this recent attack? After that, we'll be putting up the pictures of those who, our ARF, the terrorists who have been sent to visit Ekema and perform some duties with him in the other side. Yes, Commander Kenneth, can we hear from you?
Yeah, thank you once more, Comrade Paul. I'll start by saluting and congratulating Sagon and General Colombo for a job well done. Before I go ahead, let me first say this about Ngok-Ketunjia. There is this Republic commander, I've forgotten the name, who is in charge of their brigade over there. That guy is a real terrorist. He's a real terrorist. He's the guy that, I mean, he always, he's been going around hiding. He doesn't want his images to go out there. Though our fighters, our ARFs, I think they pretty much know whom he is. He's been targeted, but he's been lucky on maybe a few occasions. This is the same person that is causing havoc to our innocent civilians in Ngok-Ketunjia. He has a license to kill. La Republic gave him that license, as usual, as is giving the license to most of his other elements, to other soldiers that are operating in our territory. He kills civilians, break into homes, loot, the forces that are working under that very guy. At one occasion, they've been burning houses over in Ngok-Ketunjia. That's what our people are going through over there. Houses have been burnt, set on fire. The question we're asking La Republic is this. At this house, the houses you're burning, are they carrying guns to come and fight you? Do those houses, do they have guns? Can they pick up arms to come and fight you? What have they got to do with the fight for our freedom? We did say it here. We did send out a message, and we meant every word that was sent out. La Republic is going around. They think they're hiding, or maybe thinking that they're sneaking around. Let it be known to them that each step they take in Ngok-Ketunjia, those boys know. They know. Each step they make, each step they take, the boys know that they know their directions, they know where they are going to, they know where they are headed. The only thing that saves them at times is because they don't want to put the lives of our civilians at risk. So sometimes they stay back, but they know where they are. They know each move they are making. So being in Ngok-Ketunjia, being on their turf, let me make it still clear to the enemy that they will never be able to match our boys. They didn't make it a priority that they'll come in and take some of them. No. When they come in, our boys always rise to the occasion. They will continue to do that. They will not fail. In this case, we saw what General Colombo did. Each time there had been, this notion, La Republic feels that whenever they come, maybe they'll just put up maybe some few this thing and popcorns and they disappear. But these boys this time around, the ARFs, they told them that whatever you can do, we are capable of doing better. And we found, that's just what happened with the action that General Colombo did. He faced them, he defeated them, and a lot of them are still dropping in that territory. Ever since General Fire was killed, let me make mention of this. More than 30 of them have been dropped in Gokotunja ever since Fire was brought down. And more will be brought down. So we are asking FM Sagon and his lieutenants to continue the good work. The ANC is behind you. And also to the people of Gokotunja, for those that we know that some of you have suffered some collateral damage from the enemy, we're asking you to stay true to the cause, support our ARFs. Definitely you people will be rewarded when we eventually get our freedom. So thank you, Comrade Paul.
Yeah, I think soon will be the pictures again of those who have been sent to the other world will be brought up. Now, I want to make a suggestion here to the SOS and to the ANSC. Why we get this? Okay, these are the harvests from Quen. Why the pictures are going up? I don't know. You said there's a commander in Tunja who has been terrorizing them. Cannot the SC and the Defense Department and the SOF of Defense come out with a strategy, put a price tag ahead of particular things? For example, particular terrorist goes home with this trophy, maybe 500 euro, 1,000, $2,000. Just put up something. Commander Fombat, you are good in things like this. You are good in this environment, in this field, in this aspect. Why will it be bad if the Defense Department put a price tag on particular terrorists? We know there are some, not only in Gokotunja, who terrorizes, who have been given license to kill indiscriminately. What do you think about it, Commander Fombat? On their head that any restoration and even civilian, if you can even poison, there is no business. Just give us the proof that that person, that terrorist is down, and we dispatch the funds to you. What do you think about that?
Thank you, Comrade Paul. That is a great proposal, but at the ANSC, I think the SOS will agree with me that we don't want to blow alarm, because when you put that out, you are already alerting the enemy to know that, oh, I'm a prime target. And as such, what you are trying to do in that case is to make them to find every means to protect or secure themselves, to be on alert. And secondly, we are not paying these boys on the ground to go after these terrorists. It's not a pay. It's not like a ransom. They cannot hold us to ransom. These boys, they know their duties. The only thing is we should fall in our LGAs, fall into our counties. Sometimes we don't even need to put a price tag. You don't even need to put a price tag. You don't need. Instead of putting a price tag for somebody because the thing is, if you put a price tag, you open more forces, our restoration forces become vulnerable, because it may lead to disagreement amongst them. Who will carry this target? Let me go carry this target. Somebody who is not well trained, well equipped, because of the price tag, will hardly want to go and prosecute this target and will fall a victim. So that is why the ANSC has sat on some of these things. We have deliberated on some of these strategies in our meetings, and we have come to realize some of the ills about some of these strategies. The only thing is, we know them. We cannot put them out on social media, because This struggle, the real things that are happening on ground, you'll not find them on social media. Defense issues will not find them on social media. Ambazonian people can rant and lament because by the time you come and put some of these things out in the social media, we have sold out to that republic. That is sell out. That is sell out, maybe consciously, as you used to say, consciously or unconsciously. Working with La Republique unconsciously, giving them intelligence unconsciously. So some of these strategies are very good as they may sound, but we also have to look at the disadvantages. Those boys are there to defend and they know those targets. They know them. They will feed us and then we give them the strategy on what we think. We work together, and that is why some of these people are deleted. Some of them are picked out. Some of them are even arrested. Some of them are arrested alive. They are arrested alive. So thank you very much. That's what I think. But before I end it, I want to give my heart to FM Sagon and Colombo. You see, Ngokutunja and Bui. I will continue to say it. They have stood the test of time.
Yeah, I think we know that.
They have stood the storms. You know, the headquarter of division was in Bui. But with all the ills that have happened in Bui, if you see the warriors, the Bui warriors are still standing today. The Bui people are strong people. They are people to reckon with. They are strong, determined, and willing to execute. We can only support them. It is a challenge to the other counties to emulate. We are all challenged to emulate this glaring example that is coming out from Bui and Ngokutunja. Those are people who know that they are at war. They are at war. They know that they are at war. And they know that the path of war is not smooth. It is going to have cracks, bends, twists, and they are standing the test of these times. Thank you, my people. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, suggestions have to be discussed on panel to light something somewhere. I want to also inform our people on the ground. We know Comrade Titi, one of our defense analysts, her WhatsApp number was hacked. So please, we know she succeeded in blocking the number, but please, if you have any communication with that number, please, you have to cease. You have to cease any communication with the old number that she had. So that number was hacked and a lot of havoc caused, but the damage has been repaired. We thank God she too acted fast as a defense specialist, and all is said, and we are moving forward. The Republic thought they could do the worst, but nothing. So please, no communication with that old number. Even those who are on the ground, on home front, getting this information, please, no communication with that number from TT until she calls you and give you the new WhatsApp number. So please, we should be cautious on that. And please, there should be general calm on home front. Everything is under control. So please, can our producers, can we bring up those pictures now? Please, we need all the pictures on screen. All the pictures on screen, please. Before we touch Bui, which is the final bus stop, all the pictures on screen. All those who have been sent to visit Ekema. Yeah, we get them here. Please, any person you see on your screen is in the other world. They were illegally stationed in our territory, so we had our ARFs had to do the right thing. This material collected, material harvest. No, you see, this is money from our natural, our petrol, our
resources, natural resources.
Our resources. Yeah, so this is money from our resources. So we are merely collecting what rightfully belongs to us. Sorry, my flag went down. Please, I think we also need the pictures from Kumba. We had over 8 pictures. Please, I need all of them on screen. Please, can we get all these images? Please, all the images, we have them. Please, these are not all the we have some 5 images. Yeah. I hate when I have sent all these images and I have to still send them. Okay. Yeah, please let all these images come up. 1 minute. Thing. Yes, one after the other. Let them be passing one after the other. These are all the images. Let them be going one after the other.
Paul, can we just dive to Bui?
Then let's get the video from Bui, then we continue. Can we get the video from Bui? We have a video from Bui. Can we play the video, then we make the analysis?
Yeah, that is the last. That should be the last distinct county, and probably
Yeah.
there is a video and there is also an audio. So if we can listen to the video and the audio, there is an audio.
No, on the audio will be played at the end of the show. While we leave the studio,
That's okay.
the audio will continue.
Oh, okay.
We'll end the show with the audio. It's a very powerful audio from our spokesman, Bui General Haddock of Bui, the spokesperson. So I don't know if our producers can give us that brief video from Bui. It has been a tense situation in Bui, a really, really tense situation. A very tense situation. Bui has been, on fire. Bui has deleted more than 20 or 25 on what the numbers we cannot specify because the explosion, but we could confirm 6 and many others. So it has been
for today. Yes, no space for them today. Not them that. For today. Yes, no space for them today. Shake no day. No space for them today. When I shoot, Papa, have you for me, ma? Have you for me? Today not I'm leaving. Not them. Not the terrorist that. Not the terrorist that. Not the terrorist that. Shake no day. Colony Wonyo from my good life. Not the terrorist that. Not today. Now come! Yes. My family, MOV. Shake no day. Shake no day. Live from a limb. Colony Wonyo, Colomanda Bruno.
I love what I just see. Please, can we have it one more time?
Not in that. For today. Yes. No space for them today. Check no day. No space for them today. When I shoot, Viper, have you for me, ma? Have you for me? Today not today. I'm leaving. Not the terrorist that. Not the terrorist that. Not the terrorist that. Check no day. Colony Wonyo, the man that do life. Not the terrorist that. Not today. Now come! Yes. My family, MOB. Check no day. Check no day. Live from a limb. Colony Wonyo.
Thank you very much. I'll just read, let me see. Permit me read a brief of this. That is the first encounter, but today's Saturday, which was a very crucial encounter. Today, Saturday, the 14th of January 2023, at exactly 9 a.m., the Almighty Bui Warriors, under the command of Major General Tok Andu, welcomed La Republic terrorists into the land of no return, sending at least 6 of them with a delivered to Ekema using the Akonolinga Express. The Bui Warriors, after learning of a new colonial deployment in Torbi, Kumbo LGA, did not allow them to settle in. Torbi roundabout became the new Waterloo as a large explosive device detonated, killing at least 6 La Republic terrorists that were patrolling the area and sending huge plumes of smoke billowing into the air. Immediately after the loud explosion came thunderous gunshots fired from multiple directions as the town went silent. The terrorists on patrol were caught off guard and a total of 6 were deleted on the spot. Many other terrorists with life-threatening gunshots wounded were left to fend for themselves and tell the stories to others. The Bui Warriors are once again calling on La Republic terrorist element in Bui and Ambazonia as a whole to hand over their weapons to the nearest Ambazonia Restoration Forces base and be given a safe passage to a safe neighboring country. The Bui Warriors are also calling on all Ambazonian people, friends and well-wishers, lovers of the sublime idea of justice, freedom, peace, liberty, and independence, to continue to support them so that they can continue to fight these terrorists until they capitulate and leave our territory. The Bui security team, stay tuned. That is just a brief of what happened. SOS, 21 gun salute. The dynamics have changed. The mic is yours.
Well, when I went to college in Bali, we used to have this song where we sang every morning, Onward Christian Soldiers, marching us to war. With the cross of Jesus, unto victory we go. The soldiers of Ambazonia are fighting a just cause. They are fighting a just war, defending themselves, and every day that they are picking up their arms to defend their people, they are going into war, and God and Christ is with them as they go into battle. And I hope and wish every night when I get a call from Ambazonia that an attack is going on, I pray for our soldiers to come back in peace and come back in one piece. We are doing that in Bui, and we are doing that. It's kind of like surgically. The Bui forces under Major General FM Tok Andu is surgically picking out these people, even in the midst of civilians. We don't have a casualty or collateral damage. We are saying that every time a Cameroonian soldier goes to Bui, let them remember what our big brother Senator Joseph Weber had told them in their own parliament, that the people of Bui are never afraid to pick a fight. If they have to fight, they will fight. But let them remember that no matter how many soldiers go into Bui, the Bui people are warriors, and they are the destiny of that area. They master that area. They will still be killing these people. It's a mowing machine that the Bui warriors have perfected. So Ambazonians, we are proud of the Bui warriors. We are asking for other areas to pick up and learn from the Bui warriors how to treat these people. They are not coming in there like guests. They are not coming in there like an in-law. They are coming there like marauding bandits, marauding thieves, barbarians who are coming to kill you. And please do our job. Save our parents. Save our homes. Bui warriors, bravo. And I say, we don't kill for pride of it. We kill because we must kill. And I really want to thank our people for standing behind the Bui warriors. I thank our funders for standing behind the people of Ambazonia. We see how America is funding the war in Ukraine in the hundreds of billions. I tell everybody, don't be afraid to support the Ambazonian liberation struggle. You are not a criminal like some of them want to portray us to be. We are asking for those. We are asking everybody to put forth their own effort to support our own humanitarian crisis that are home. These are people are moving out of home not because they want to, but because they are unable to defend themselves. If the day that every soldier, any citizen, or any adult Ambazonia has a gun, this war would be declared an end. So let's continue to put that effort to push our people to confront and save these people and provide for our soldiers so that they can come back and we all can go back home. Thank you.
Before we proceed, I want to give 21 gun salute to General Wanyo. That the action you heard was from General Wanyo, an ambush at night. Terrorists illegally patrolling in Ambazonia in Bui County. General Wanyo, under Major General Tokandu, had to stand option, send them to their early graves. Their casualties and the deaths were not numbered, but we know what happened. And on the screen by my left, you will see the inspector of police, colonial inspector of police that was sent to visit Ekema in Mabanda. Rest in hell, you were never invited in Ambazonia. Commander Kenneth, Bui is vibrating. What has the ANSC got to say? Bui is vibrating. Bui is making rounds. Bui is doing the talking and talking the doing.
Yeah, thank you, Comrade Paul. I'll start by congratulating the forces, our ARF's forces in Bui, for the formidable job they're doing. It is ever since we started the war in Bui, La Republic had this notion that, the war in Ambazonia, that they'll go after certain fighters, they will take them out, and eventually things will come back to normal. Or maybe after taking them out, maybe they are going to kill the fighting in that particular maybe section or that part of the county or maybe LGA. But whenever they do that, somebody comes up who is even at times, most of the times, better than the previous commander we had. We look at the case of what happened to our great FM Sobo. That was an internal job, but it was masterminded by La Republic. And Sobo was brought down, and probably La Republic thought that maybe their job has been done, and that Bui is finished. We have another vibrant soldier there in the name of General Tokandu. He had been along Nsobo. He had been fighting alongside Nsobo before he eventually took over when we lost Nsobo. This is to tell La Republic, and now, excuse me, now we have people like Wanyo and Bruno. This is to tell La Republic that we have so many of them down there. There are so many of them involved in this fight. And the logical thing would be for them to surrender, to put down their arms, as they have said, hand their arms over to any La Republic barrack, to any Ambazonian barracks, and move back to La Republic. That's the only case where they'll be provided safe haven to move from our territory back into their territory. But if they think that they are there in Kumbu or wherever to continue whatever the colonial regime in Yaoundé told them to come and do, to loot, and maybe at times pretend as if they want to go after our Amba fighters. If they want to continue that mission, if they want to be headstrong, then we have no other. There is just one way to settle this: send them back in the body bags. Last time, I think we've had La Republic has lost one of its most senior officers in Kumbu of recent. There was a colonel that was brought down, and even after that, they thought they could still go out and maybe face the boys and maybe cause some damage to them. It didn't happen, because whenever they're doing all those planning, these boys, first of all, as I said earlier, that they know them, they see them walking around, and whenever they are in those stages planning, what get to our boys that they're planning to come, instead our boys do visit them, they go back and visit them. They don't allow them to come even. So as the SOS said and Commander Fombat, we are taking the fight to them. We are not just lying down on our laurels and expecting them to bring the fight to us. No. This year, 2023, it will be a game changer. They don't have to think, they don't have to sit down and plan to come and meet us. Let them do the planning, we'll come and meet them in their barracks, just like we are learning from Bui. The others are also learning from Bui. We'll continue, we'll fish them out wherever they are. It is just the same case with what happened with what Colonel Walnyo, what he just did. If you listen to the video you played, you could hear the intensity of the gunshots from the beginning. But at the end, you hear that they're a little bit distant off. They're a little bit, which means the La Republic, they're afraid they are retreating, because our boys are holding their position and advancing. They're holding their positions and advancing. But if you hear towards the end, the sound is coming from afar, which means the La Republic, they're afraid they are retreating. Now, the best thing for them to do, as I said a while ago, is for them to pack and leave. We are bent, the ANC under this interim government, led by His Excellency Dr. Samuel Komisako, we are bent on making sure that we fish them out. We go meet them in their hideouts. If they plan to meet us, we'll either meet halfway or we'll meet them in their barracks. That is what we will continue to do. That is the strategy we're working on, and we pray we'll deliver to the Ambazonian people. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Commander Fombat, you see, there's something special, so different and so special about Bui. Bui came to the limelight when we saw the display, the wonderful works of, may his soul rest in peace, FM Chacha. It started with FM Chacha. That was when FM Chacha brought the Bui warriors to the limelight. When he was taken down, we saw the rise of Field Marshal Umsobu, who was assassinated by the so-called gang of unity warriors with all pretext and tact on him. And they thought Bui warrior, that was the end, it was over. And then the next in line, we are seeing the brave and the wonderful coordination of Major General Tok Andu. What makes Bui so special and so different, Commander Fombat? What is the dynamics in play here?
Yeah, can you get me?
100%.
Yeah, before we proceed, I just want to make this correction. General Chacha was also assassinated. You remember the story between Chacha and this other guy. I just forgot. Aruke. You know, it was between that period that Chacha got assassinated. So Ambazonians who were around know that story. And we know how Chacha died. Anyway, Bui and Gokutunja, they are sending a message, a strong and stronger message to the international community, to the US government, to President Joe Biden, that you have our comrades in your detention centers. But we are telling you that with them or without them, Ambazonia must be free. That is a message they are sending to Joe Biden. Because sellouts enablers think that they can gang up with one so-called embassy, American embassy in La République du Cameroon, to indict our comrades, thinking that they are going to quench the firepower at home front in those two distinct counties. But they are realizing, because how can you keep doing one thing over and over and expecting the same result? And you keep getting the same result and you keep doing the same thing. It's the same blatant mistake that La République du Cameroon traveled to Nigeria, spent billions of francs CFA just to arrest or kidnap Ayuk Tabe, the former president, and his members of cabinet. According to them, they were going to stop this struggle. According to them, if they took Ayuk Tabe and all the cabinet members, they were going to tell the boys on the ground and Ambazonian people that, listen, this struggle has stopped. With these people in our keeping, forget about it. But they were shocked. But the moment that happened, that is when Ambazonians start buying real guns. Because remember, Ayuk Tabe was not even for this war. Ayuk Tabe was a man that was preaching peace and diplomacy. He spent millions of US dollars to get a lobby firm. And he thought that through lobbies and through diplomacy, he was a champion. He would have done what our forefathers did not do. But he failed. He failed. He spent all that money and nothing happened. So when Ayuk Tabe was locked up, that is when Ambazonians start buying real gun. That is when Dr. Sako surfaced on the scene and embraced self-defense. That is when we saw firepower on the ground. So Bui, FM, Major General Tokandu, FM are gone. I am SOS Frank Cheney. I am Comrade Langmi Nestor. I am Comrade Chi. You guys continue to send this message to Joe Biden. With me or without me, what you have decided that will happen on the ground will happen on the ground. It is freedom, is justice, and justice is the mother of peace. Anybody within your locality moving around parading the name of peace, that is a La République enabler. That person is working for one Cameroon. Those who stand there and say they are diplomats, but they will not open their mouth and talk about justice, those are the devil's advocate, advocating for Cameroon, advocating for one Cameroon. Treat those people like you would treat any of these terrorist people in any of these terrorist talks moving in your quarters, harassing your mothers, kidnapping your brothers, shooting and killing your babies, burning your homes and villages. Treat these people who are preaching peace the same as you would treat those who are moving in your quarters, deceiving you that there is anything that will come before justice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commander Fomba. I think the dynamic is clear. With or without me, the struggle continues. The fight continues. The fight for recognition continues. Yeah, our last talking point, I think we have gone around all the concerned counties today. Our last talking point will be the so-called reconstruction fiasco that is going on in Ambazonia. SOS, this is something serious, and I want you to put a hard voice on this deceptive reconstruction that La République is projecting to the world. I don't know what they are reconstructing, why war is going on. There can be no reconstruction during war. Reconstruction comes only after war. And those who are putting their life on the line in the name of reconstruction. I think this is a very serious issue. So SOS, please, can we hear your voice on this, and the Defense Department, which will also act as your round-up statement, Commander Kenneth, and then we conclude with Commander Format. The mic is yours, SOS.
Well, I think reconstruction is not something that this IG is against. We want people to understand that we are not fighting against stuff like that in Amazonia, but we are trying to make it understood by our population that all these roadways that they are trying to develop, they are just making them easy for them to go into our interiors to kill our people. They've spent 60 years and they never did any of those roads. Of a sudden, when they stand, their trucks come in and they are stuck for 2 or 3 days and they cannot come kill us, they find it easy now to do those roads. We are not against them. We are not against the people who are there to get gainful employment. But we want to make them understand that we will not give them any access way to go and hurt our people. That's where the thrust of this argument is. You do reconstruction when the war is over. But now we are still at war, and this particular pathways are military for military pathways. They are not even for civilians. This is not for the comfort of the civilians, because if you look at the roads in Dian, look at the roads in Laube and all those areas, those roads are not possible. But now they want to make it possible because they're finding that our soldiers, our ARS, have an inherent advantage, because without them penetrating those areas, they cannot easily access to our soldiers. We will try to prevent that as much as we can, but we are telling our people who are working for those companies that you are doing so at your own peril. Because if those companies who are working mostly, we hear this Génie Militaire, or the military engineering services that is running those projects, those are legitimate targets. We are willing to attack those construction sites, to dismantle those equipment in those areas. We will rehabilitate those roads on our own time schedule. La Republique is not fooling anybody here. We are there to protect our people, and these roads are not going to do that for us. They are basically going to open up a waterway, a floodway for these people to come in their numbers to kill our people. I think we should reassess that and see how we can tackle this matter.
Thank you very much, Commander Kenneth, on reconstruction, on illegal reconstruction going on in Amazonia.
Yeah, thank you once more, Comrade Paul. Just like the SOS just said a while ago, reconstructing is not a bad thing in itself, but but at what price are they trying to reconstruct? At the expense of our people's lives? Because most of the time, what they're doing is just some sort of pretense. They're trying to tell the world that, everything is over. And we look at the fighting has stopped. Everything is back to normal. We are trying to give them some roads. This is what we're trying to do for them. But in so doing, they know fully well that, when they see some of our young people around, they turn around, they shoot at them. Many corpses have been discovered in the bushes where these people are walking, doing their illegal jobs, whatever illegal reconstructions. Look at the ring road, for example. Ever since Biya promised the ring road, up to today, what's going on over there? Nothing. They've not been able to do anything on those roads. Wherever they're trying to construct right now, as our SOS said, these are roads that, they just want to get into the hinterlands where they know that they can have easy access to our people to kill them, kill our boys. Or where they know that they have something that is of benefit to them. Maybe some sort of materials, maybe some sort of raw materials and so on. They are not doing that because they love our people. No. La Republique, they really, really hate us. They don't like us. They hate us. Whatever they're doing, they're just trying to fool the international community. Let me repeat. just telling them that, look, the war is over, we are reconstructing. But the message that has been sent to the world and to La Republic today is that there will be no reconstruction in terms of war. Whatever they are trying to do, let me repeat, they are advised to stop it, because that message, as I said, the boys, they stood up. More than 25 of them killed in 1 week alone. That is telling the world that the war is not yet over. It is far from over. We are just starting the war. We are just starting. This time around, there will be more. As I said, our presents, New Year presents being sent over to them. We'll send some more. When Buba came over to the northern region, he thought he was going to do, I think I heard that he was bragging, saying that wherever the others failed, he's going to make those corrections and the war will be over within a few months. But he's still there struggling today. He's still struggling. We will not give up. The fight continues until get to Buea. And let me just quote what there was this guy. I don't know if some of you, this thing, Lion of the Desert, Omar Mokhtar. When he was asked a question that how long will it take for you? How long will it take for your people to surrender? Or it was a question that he was asked like that. He said, "We will never surrender. It's either we lose or we die. We will never surrender."
Thank you.
And
for sure, we will never surrender. Thank you for that last remark. Commander, what are your takes on the Matla Republic reconstruction, deceiving the international community that all is well? Please, can we have a round up from you?
Yeah, the La Republic, their agenda is some sort of, they are looking for every means to boost their diplomatic, and to table some funny excuses and scam the international community. Those are experienced scammers. They can always scam the World Bank, scam other countries that they are in partnership, maybe in some trade or some business with, in the name of this reconstruction. They themselves, they are fully aware that there is nothing going on like reconstruction. That thing that is going on is just a shadow, just to portray to the world. They're not deceiving Ambazonians, because Ambazonians on the ground, we know you cannot live with a man or a woman for 60 years and you don't know their character. Whatever pretends La Republic is, we already know La Republic because we have known these people from the Genesis. All their tricks, their bend, their curves, we know all those tricks. But they are simply trying to drag some foreign bodies into their net. Those naive countries that do not understand how these African countries or African leaders behave. They don't know. Maybe because they are in the West, they see their people, how they behave, they think that in Africa or La Republic, that is how it is. They don't know that these people, they are experienced crooks, experienced thieves. There is nothing. There is no one that will go to Ukraine now or go to Russia and say reconstruction. How can you reconstruct a home where the home is still falling? That home has not even finished collapsing, you are reconstructing. Does that make sense? It makes no sense. And unfortunately, you will see our people scrambling to put their lives on the line by accepting some of these jobs, to be a contractor, to be a laborer, to be a technician in this 419 business, because that is all what it is. You cannot tell me where there is still heavy gunfire. IEDs are exploding everywhere every day, and somebody leave their home in the morning that they are going for reconstruction business. What guarantee have you given to your children that you're coming back? So La Republique does not care. All what they care is the face that they want to portray to the world. They don't care about you who is going to that job, maybe on foot. If the governor, the colonial governor or the colonial DO is coming to inspect that site, he comes in armory, in armor car, with a long line, with a long convoy of heavily armed terrorist bandits from French Cameroon. That is how they come. But when you are going there, you go by yourself. You have no guarantee for your life. There is no security. And listen, I will still say this. Anybody parading in your community in the name of construction or reconstruction is an agent for La Republique. Is an agent. Because you cannot see where there is fire. Guns, bullets are flying every day. And you go for reconstruction. You even go to work. Nobody will even step out of their homes. Some people will take their pot, their pants. They will do the necessaries inside there and wait for calm before they throw it outside. So there is nothing else apart from an agenda that these people are trying to push forward. And you, a fighter on the ground, if you leave these people, force that agenda into your throat, you are making yourself vulnerable. You are becoming a target. But remember that if any of these people can have their way to sell you out or to kill you themselves, they will. Because to them, they believe that you are standing on their way. You are an obstacle. So, let us be wise. There is nothing, I will say it. The interim government has not endorsed any reconstruction. There is no reconstruction. We are aware that there are some leaders who went and sat in Canada to sign a ceasefire, and they are the same people who are coming who are coming now to claim actions in the ground. The action that happened in Bamenda, the ADF is claiming it, but the ADF has signed a ceasefire in Canada. So who is fooling we here? Ambazonians, let us be sensible and be wise. If not, we will follow people blindly and follow them to Yaoundé. Thank you.
Peace from you. With the talk for pigeon, say, man, we get here, make it here. I think we are out of time. We are supposed to end this program at exactly 8 p.m. Amber, which is we are up. I want to thank my panelists. The person who will be rounding up our show today is the SOS. The SOS will give a round-up statement, and then our producer will forward the talk from Hadnock, General Hadnock. Will be getting that video while we exit the studio. I want to thank Mayor Kari, Pastor Commando, our news director Tapadi, and above all, our president, Dr. Samuel Komesako, for all that they do to make sure that this program go on air, to make sure we are on studio, and our fellow, our faithful ABC Amber TV televiewers for always being there for us. I want to say thank you to all our restoration forces. Thank you to all our faithful on home front who are convinced that our fight for recognition is the one that will end in our favor. Once more, we say thank you to all those who says independence or nothing else. SON Zama, you are running up. Immediately after your run up from General Hadnock, thank you, Commander Kenneth. Thank you, Commander Fombat. Hope we'll still maintain the same theme till we have our independence. Thank you very much. SOS.
I think I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody who there for this program, who watch this program now for back home. We did struggle and we go struggle until we reach Boya. for bring you information and pertinent information where you feel use them. So if La Republic not show now all these images, the what would show the same. When they do, when best, when they kill them plenty. They will pretend like say they do the opposite. When I feel believe say since that they come start this war, they say they don't kill now only 3,000 of Amazonian. They try to keep that number low, try to keep their number of die people who don't kill them low. But we talk now at the time where you defend yourself. Because if you not do them back home, nobody else no go do them. No Calvary, no foreign power, no the other way they come say, okay, we can't help on that. We need to count on that. Because they talk about Bible say, God the help now, people they help themselves. We get to first move that first step. We get to first move, show that effort, so we feel defend ourselves, we try. Before somebody feel look and say, these people they try, or more help them. But as we go for sleep to the morning, I remember say, war on about none of the thing where we be fine. We try to make arrangement for understand. We lawyer that we back men and listen to them. No man no listen to them. They instead shoot them, not shoot them. But some people then where they still say, oh, this war done end. This war never end because they still kill with picking them. They still burn housing. They still go around cut with picking them, go lock them. They still go around seize money from people them. They still go around hiding your identity card the way they be supposed to then get and where you don't pay for them. So that all the bad thing and that will be fight when we enter for this war for fight. They never change. It don't get worse. So none of time for surrender. None of time for sit down and say, oh, these people we don't over suffer. War na suffer. Plenty time then they will go down for the valley. Some few time then they will go there on top the mountain for rejoice. But Boya Mountain, a place where we will climb that mountain, sit down there, rejoice. And that time they come. And if we come, if we don't put the effort or push out the enemy. The enemy then on one foot. And he hold stick for a hand and crutch. It's easy for pull that crutch may fall for the other side. And all that thing now it comes because we now go support with soldier them for ground, we now go give them information, we now go tell them what really happen for inside community and inside village and inside town them where the enemy they hide. For recently for Bafut, they should shoot them so one run them. They run go hide now for some mommy house where they be killed picking last year. Now that mommy hide them for house. They come out throw their gun and run. So more than not to say this war it don't end, it never end. It will end the day where they come out of Amazonia. It will end the day where we go back for Boya inside we own house. We say yes, we are independent. Until that time come, this war will still happen. People they will still die. They will still they can't kill we if we let them kill we. But as we did, now we job. Now we job for protect everybody. Now we job for help mommy them, papa them, we picking them all around. We talk for when I want to do for back home. When I talk when I begin the word there for one man country. Say this war now them get to pay for them. No that when I want to do for back home. Now them get to pay. So more I tell them ask them make them contribute their own contribution because this war not a small number of people that will pay for them. Now we all because liberty then are for all man. They say liberty for all, freedom for all. Not I say liberty for some people. So as we go tonight, more I remember when I hear gunshot, then when I go for floor. No strive for work, I go say you want to go look who day for day. No, go for floor. When I want sleep, when I barricade, when I doors them, when I lock, when I doors them, make 2 openings, make 2 places, put some bigger window for back and for front. Where if they knock for front, when I feel jump for back, run. If they knock for back, when I feel jump for front, run. So as we go, we pray say, may God keep una. And we go talk again next week. Bye-bye.
Victory and freedom greetings to our restoration forces in Bui County this Saturday, January 7th, 2023. Anno Domini, we want to talk again about ARF. And to begin with, I would like to seize this chance for salute the wonderful big giant step where the ARF for Bui, they don't take, where we don't take, or come again like one, as we be used to be before. Because we want to assert una identity, una distinctiveness, una uniqueness, una difference from any other forces or any other force of any other group of persons. You are ARF. Now why it be very important for talk again about ARF. What is ARF? Because despite the coming together, some people they don't understand why we call ourselves say ARF. ARF it means say Ambazonia Restoration Forces. That means in a forces where they stand for the restoration of the statehood of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, the restoration of the structures of governance, structures of government as they be between 1954 and 1972, where Southern Cameroon it became self-rule. It be the government itself from 1954. So they go reach for 1972, where the first dictator for La République, Amadou Ahidjo, it be abolish the federation of two equal states, where Southern Cameroon it be formed with La République du Cameroon. Ambazonian Restoration Forces they stand for the restoration of the government of John Gu Foncha, where Amadou Ahidjo it be abolished for 1972, 20 May 1972, where it be transformed the Federal Republic of Cameroon into a unity state, the United Republic of Cameroon, in violation of Article 47 for the Federal Constitution. It be abolish the Southern Cameroon's presidency, the post of the premier president for Southern Cameroon. It be abolish House of Parliament and House of Chiefs, even where mobile police and ministers them, where they be there at that time. Now wait till where the ARF they work for restore all these governmental structures. So any person where it talks say he don't want the restoration of statehood, not there with we, not there with ARF. Any person where you know accept the authority of the interim government, you know there with ARF. And of course other structures now, LGS and counties, local government areas, they be like which way La République they call them say subdivision, and counties they be like division. For Ambazonia we get now LGS and counties, local government areas and counties. Any person where he no want provide under a county and under LGA, that one it means say he know the work with ARF, Ambazonian Restoration Forces, because now the structures of governance, now structures, the 61 LGS where they did for Ambazonia and the 13 counties where they did for Ambazonia. Now them they cover the surface area for the territory known as the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Now why all ARF they must stick to fighting within the confines of their LGS and counties. So that is what we are restoring. You cannot be a national figure fighting everywhere. No, that is not within the purview of what we are restoring, what we are doing. That's why we must fight under our LGS and counties, I repeat. And that's why we must fight as a government force. We are a national force. The ARF, we are a government force, a national army. There is no army in the world that does not belong to the government. So when this revolution shall have gone round full circle, when this war it go down end in the independence of Ambazonia, in a logical consequence, independence of Ambazonia, automatically we will become national army officially. We not be national army, but officially we not go become national army. And now why we not get for prepare with our mind, do everything for fight with that in mind. All armies in the world they get presidents like their commander-in-chief, and the president no need for be military man in order to become a commander-in-chief of the armed forces. No, for example, for America we don't get their president them right from the days of Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Franklin Roosevelt, George Bush, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, right to Joe Biden. None of them not be military man. Even for France, we don't get people like Francois Mitterrand, Jacques Chirac, Nicolas Sarkozy, François Hollande, and now Emmanuel Macron. None of them no be military man. For for La République, no be military man. Even for Britain, we don't get someone with now woman, Margaret Thatcher, no be military woman. We don't get Tony Blair, Boris Johnson, and so on. We don't get for Russia, we get Khrushchev, those names like Stalin, Boris Yeltsin, Vladimir Putin, who is now fighting, who has invaded Ukraine. China, the same thing, we get Xi Jinping. These people are not military men. And it bring this one for make some clarification, where some people they try for talk say how person go begin command army where you no be military man. This is very uninformed thinking. This is not correct thinking. For Africa too, we get our own president, then president for Uganda, Kenya, Zambia, Tanzania, Cote d'Ivoire, and of course Ambazonia. We get President Samuel Sako Ikome, we no be military man, and all the forces where we call them say ARF, Ambazonia Restoration Forces. Now forces where they be loyal and subordinated to the commander-in-chief, who is none other than Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome. So any person where he knows subordinate himself to the interim government, he no qualify for call himself say ARF. So as we come together, it be very, very important for spell this one out, because we must be clear about where we are coming from and where we are going. So if person they try to lead you for fight where you don't belong to interim government, ask yourself which side you go be after the fight, after the war. There is no individual in the world that has ever owned an army. No individual ever owns an army or a police or police force. Even this gendarme for La République and France, Cote d'Ivoire and other countries, them. No private individual never ever owned penitentiary administration or forest guards, etc. And at the site this cause, because at the end of the war, plenty for we, plenty for una, young people, una go be for army, the one they go be for police, the one they go be what are them, that one we require say penitentiary administration, the one they go be forest guards. Sometimes that Air Force for Tadu, you go do training now for be Air Force for Ambazonia. Since Buina, the military headquarters for Ambazonia. Now, if you don't belong to a government, now which we will get for educate, we are soldiers, the me they get them for their head. If you don't belong to a government, you go be police now who will own you like police. You go be now who you whether. You go be now who is soldier. You go be now who is Air Force. You go be now who is Water Force. So they call them say Marine. You go be now who is Fire Brigade. Where they call them for La République say Sapeur Pompier. You go be now who is guard. Because like for La République, we get guard presidential guard. And for Ambazonia too, we will get guard. When we don't reach Buya, we will go guard individual. So this one now chance again for we to widen our scope, widen our horizon, our mental horizon. For take informed decisions, take the right decision. Again, Ambazonia Restoration Forces, ARF. We are restoring the structures of governance. We are restoring our House of Chiefs, House of Parliament. We are restoring our LGS, our counties. We are restoring our presidency. We are restoring our government. In short, we are restoring our government. And that is why we don't get any sound negotiation between La République du Cameroun and Ambazonia for end this war and get our total political, economic, and whatever independence, our full independence, our sovereignty, unless we sit like country to country, state to state, as Ahidjo and Dongo Foncha they be shidong on 1961. For Fumban, they want join. So president for Ambazonia and the government, the delegation with their flag, they go meet president for La République with their own delegation and flag. But she don't like two equal countries. Two countries where no one no pass the other one. And then we go negotiate with terms of separation. Once more, I salute the ARF for Bui, and I salute this move in particular. When I don't come together for CC, make we dynamize the base again. Make we revitalize. Make we get for Bui. That past glory. No nothing, no be past Bui warriors for this Ambazonia. You are not be mob. I know the knock them up. All we will know, say, when they be talk about fights, about war, about display of professionalism, competence, display of courage, skill. Now we for Bui. Now the restoration forces for Bui. They be make Ambazonia proud. They be put flag for Ambazonia for up. So as we don't come together, we go call and already call as I talk so. We call on the interim government for Ambazonia and all Ambazonians of goodwill. But tell them say we don't come back with the former spirit, the spirit where we start this war with them. I want to teach La République a lesson never to forget. One inflict them with wounds where they know ever heal. And where we need now the most sophisticated weapon in their numbers. We need plenty to puncture them. Most effective improvised explosive devices to hit all the military and economic targets. We need RPGs in their numbers. We need chain cutters in their numbers. We need G3s. We need landmines. We even need missiles for Chakara, anything in La République, anything French for our territory. And this is the time. Imagine say all African countries, they be fight for push out the European colonial masters. Now African country go defeat we. That one a lie. We must kneel La République. The ARF for Bui. They be ready for crucify La République. Crucify La République. For kill and bury La République beyond resurrection. This is the message this morning. Bravo, bravo, And bravo to the ARF of Bui. Ambazonia counts on you. You are the hope. You are the hope of Ambazonia. The hope of the Bui people. Their hope, their happiness, their well-being will depend on what you will do. And they believe in you and you know it. And we also know that you will do it. The Ambazonian people know that you will do it. Thank you very much. God bless the Ambazonian Restoration Forces of Bui and Ambazonia. God bless the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Victory is sure.
IG Defense Briefing. Rebranded and reinvigorated. Fire for fire. IG Defense Briefing. Rebranded and reinvigorated. Fire for fire.